have a skill set and you want to start making money from it? Great. You get started and learn a whole lot about running a business on the way. You might have a few team members. While these things are more or less working, you might be asking yourself whether this is all there is to business. Grind each day, grind at night, and time off usually means a drop in sales, and you wish that your business could just do better. If you're interested in a blueprint for success that lets you charge what you're worth and become the best in your field, then this is for you. Today, we're going to explore the difference it makes when you business on purpose by following a strategy that sets you up to win, your marketing strategy. We're going to cover the systems that your business needs to make customers happy, reduce chaos and firefighting, and charge more money. I'm Tracy, and I support the thinking, behavior, and skill shifts needed for small business owners to grow stronger, scale faster, delight customers, and make more money. In our current political and economic climate, having skills and experience that you can charge for is often the only way to keep food on the table. The plan is usually pretty simple. Find out what the customer needs, see what it's going to cost you to do the work, add your markup, give the customer the quote, and hope that they pick you. I have to tell you that this is a very, very hard way to do business. When getting the job depends on being the cheapest out of 3 or 4 companies, it doesn't really mean you win. It means that you were the one who was prepared to accept the least amount of money for doing the work. That's never going to be a good thing. Making the least amount of money out of every job that you get also means that you have to get more customers to make the same amount of money as people that you're competing with. The very fact that you have to work more means more pressure on your equipment, on your people, and on your cash flow. There's a stronger approach, but when you're trapped in that madness of getting enough work to keep your head above water, it's very hard to make the time to do it. Too many small business owners do things like this. You sell the service you provide. For example, haircuts, rewiring faulty electrical, cleaning a green pool, cutting down overgrown trees, unblocking toilets, getting a network set up. So you have your thing, you go to the potential customer, and the message is, I have this thing, do you want it?
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
They ask for a quote and they get 3 or 4 and then they choose the cheapest. The only way that you can compete, or rather charge the most money and still get the customer to choose you because they value what you offer, is by focusing on selling a product rather than a thing. Some examples might be the Summer New You hair makeover, and you show digitally what people will look like with a new haircut with a simple program. An electrical compliance package included in your work that reduces fires, blown appliances, and increased electricity use. It's not necessarily that you have to do anything different. The difference is how you share what makes you more valuable and solves the customer's problem. The strongest way to go about this is to really understand your customer. What is going on for them and what are they looking for? What difference does what you do make to their lives? It's not just a haircut. It's a confidence boost. It's not just electrical wiring. It's safety and cost saving for your family. It's not just network setup. It's keeping your business connected. The question you need to ask yourself is, what can I do that is valuable enough to potential customers that they will pay more for it? You must know your potential customer's problem and then solve that problem better than anybody else. Problem solving is probably the strongest skill that a business owner can develop. And yes, it is something that you can learn. But to learn, you need to have enough free mental space to really dig into problems. You can't do this when you're working your ass off to make ends meet. When you focus on how to create and communicate value, what you're really talking about is marketing. A marketing strategy is going to give an outline of who your ideal customer is and how the problem you solve directly impacts them. It helps you price properly and also attract the right kind of customers. Do you want to be seen as affordable, unique, luxury? Unless you have a way to get kind of unlimited customers, you need to know how to stay profitable with fewer customers. The big guys are always going to be able to do things cheaper than you. This is how it works. It's called economies of scale. So don't be cheap, be valuable. Let's circle back to that sales process, or lack of sales process, really. Since we've already gone over the way that keeps you busy for peanuts, let's go over a much healthier system for moving potential customers through a well thought out process that delights them. Funny enough, it doesn't start with them calling you to get a quote. It starts with how they heard about you. Were they referred? Did they see you on Facebook? Or did they find you through a Google search? Knowing where your leads are coming from is very important if you want to know what is going to work or not to get more of them. If they come through a paid Facebook ad, what nurture process are you following? Do you email, WhatsApp, call them and prime them with how amazing you are? Or are they just told to leave their details, which is horrible? Please don't do that. And someone will get back to them. Are they told to call you directly? And if they do they get through to a human or an answering machine? If you expect to charge them more, you better learn how to create a great customer experience. This means feeling that you're professional rather than just a one-man show. How they experience your business before they even get to you or you get to them, it already positions you at a certain price point for them. This is your nurturing process. It's the feeling that they get about your ability to meet their needs, and you need to make a great impression. The next thing we need to cover is your sales process. You take time digging into the potential customer's problem. Why are they looking now? What is important to them about fixing the problem? And how does this problem impact them or their family? What is the best outcome that they can think of? And they should do most of the talking. This really helps you establish trust. Once you have what you need, it's your turn to position your awesomeness. It's not just about pushy sales tactics. It's about communicating that you understand their problem and you have a unique way of solving it that's better than anybody else. This needs to be scripted so that it can always be done the same way. And that's going to help you track getting better at getting customers to say yes. This strategy, it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. In fact, it's much better to keep it simple, stupid. It does take some getting used to, though, because changing things when you're already pressured takes next level commitment. If this is something you'd like to know more about, or even need a hand to get you started, please reach out in the comments and let's support each other through the ups, the downs, and everything in between in starting and growing a healthy business. See you next time.